Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. So we got some pretty cool stuff that should be going on today. I'll get this thing fired up. Yeah, so today should be my first drift event. Now I am very excited, but I am equally as anxious and nervous. Like, I've done track days before. I've done probably 7 or 8 at this point. Like, I'm not really new to it. Of course, you still get the jitters before you know, when you're in the paddock or when you're in the hot pits and you go out and you're like, holy crap, and you get on track and you're fine. But drifting, I am terrified because, you know, I've only got a little bit of seat time in general with it. Like, I mean, I've only had my BMW for a few months. I've just got it to the point where it's driving, you know, within the last like 2 months and sliding, but I'm having issues with the diff bolt, which means something else is probably wrong. And so, like, I'm worried because the drift track is 2 hours away and I don't have any friends following me down. So I do have a group of guys that I'm going down with, but they're staying for the full weekend. It's called Spooky Drift. It's in Tucson at the Musselman circuit, Honda circuit, whatever. I've been there like once or twice in my Integra. It's a fun little track. Looks great for drifting, I'm sure. It's where Drift Week goes, actually. But yeah, anyway, so like the BMW should be good mechanically. The only concern I might have, which it should be fine, but you know, I haven't changed my clutch fan yet. It's the only piece of the cooling system I haven't touched, but it should be fine nonetheless. But it's a 2-hour drive. That's the longest I've driven the car since I've bought it, so I'm concerned for that. And then just beating on the car, because again, I keep breaking diff bolts, so I'm waiting on the M14 stuff to show up. So in the meantime, Garagistic did reach out. They sent me another one of their M14 shoulder to M12 threaded ones, because the one that I have in there now is starting to bend. So I'm going to throw this one in at the shop. I got to go do a job really quick, and then we're going to put this in the car, bolt check everything, load up a bag of tools and a jack, and then we're going to head here, pick up my spare tires. Right now I'm actually heading to Alex's house. We call him the Wheel Jesus, and he's going to let me borrow a set of tires to drive down on, or a set of wheels to drive down on. That way I can use the 2 tires on my car and then the 2 tires I have on the porch as burners. So hopefully we'll get some seat time. You know, I've already got a helmet and stuff, so I'm not worried there. But we're meeting up with the Turnstile guys, which is a shop out here that's pretty cool. And hopefully, you know, befriend them more because we're only acquainted right now. But I am excited. Let's go do some work and then let's go drift. Who says S2000s aren't practical? I fit 2 whole tires up in there. So thankfully, you know, a huge shout out to my buddy Alex for hooking me up with the tires. I just finished up my job for this morning. I'm gonna pull the BMW in and let's bolt check that thing. So if you guys don't watch the channel, you just pop it in to say hello or check out my first drift event. This is the car I've been building for a few months now. It is 96 328i, well, IS because it's the coupe, and it was auto when I got it and it was pretty trash, so I've pretty much rebuilt more or less the whole thing despite how it looks right now. So yeah, nothing crazy. I literally just went through, did a whole bunch of OEM Plus maintenance, and then I did poly bushings, I did Garagistic engine and trans mounts, diff mounts, all that stuff, new tie rods, new ball joints, new everything underneath. I did the engine mount reinforcements, I did the subframe reinforcements, I welded the diff. It's got the 391 in it because it was auto. And then I got hooked up with a bucket seat for some work that I did for a buddy. I built a little titanium intake for it. And yeah, it's just got a bunch of maintenance, you know, a new PCV valve and, you know, new water pump, the Steward one, all that jazz, the aluminum water neck or thermostat housing, new thermostat. I built the exhaust on it, so nothing crazy. And then it has just got a, you know, essentially a street tune on it from doing the manual swap. So yeah, pretty solid setup. I mean, it really shouldn't give me any problems. Other than the diff bolt, like I had mentioned, that I've been having issues with. So that's part of what we're here to check. So, but she runs like a top, like it runs really good. But see, I already heard something. I just don't know what that noise is. All right, so these are obviously the tires that I'm driving down there on, and these are 2 of my 4 burners. So the tread life on them is pretty decent, but they are pretty dry, and I've already done a couple skids on them, so these ones probably won't last the longest, mostly again because they're dry. So I don't know, first time, I don't know how it works. I just was told to, you know, cool them off with some water. It helps harden the rubber make them last a little bit longer. So I'll probably stop at Harbor Freight on the way home and grab a bug sprayer, because the one I have here at the shop, I modified it to pump, you know, fluids like transmission fluid into the transmission, so it won't really work too well for water. So let's go through really quick and give it a bolt check, and yeah, pack up some tools like, you know, a torque wrench, for example, because definitely don't want nothing falling off, you know, wheels. So I just looked it up, and I'm gonna start. So I did the subframe bolts, like the main ones that hold the subframe up. Those ones were 106 foot-pounds. I just torqued those. So now I'm looking at these two right here on the ears, and then of course the front one, which I'm gonna pull out and do that. So these ones are 56, and then this front one is 70 on the E36 apparently. So that's per the GarageStick website. I just spent like 10 minutes on Google trying to find it, because nobody has the torque specs. But something I'm gonna do to this bolt, which I did on the other one that I thought was pretty convenient, is on the end here, I'm just gonna take my little die grinder and I'm just gonna notch it. So if it does happen to break while I'm at the track, I'm just gonna use this guy. If it does happen to break while I'm at the track, I can go ahead and I can back it out with a screwdriver. And I am bringing this one with me, even though I believe it is slightly bent. But if that one breaks, I can at least put this one back in to get me home. So hopefully that's the worst case. Hopefully it doesn't break at all. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and torque these really quick, and then we should be more or less good. I'm just gonna pack up some tools, make sure I got extra oil. Thankfully this car doesn't really burn it. And then yeah, tools, tires. I got 2 more tires at home, and a jack. I got a jack at home to pack up, and jack stands. So yeah, I think we're pretty good on the checklist. All right, should be good enough. All right, see what happens. Well, I did just get off the phone with GarageStick, just because their technician had called me yesterday and told me to look at some things. I checked the time. We're still decent on time. It's about 10:30. So I pulled my little heat shield down so I could get a good look at the center support bearing. It does look tired, but it doesn't look broken. So I called them. I have what appears to be a normal amount of play in it. So I took a video just in case, but I did notice that the preload here looks to be a little extreme. So I think he said the Bentley manual calls for 5 mil. So I'm gonna get my caliper gauges out. I'm gonna mark a resting position and mark a 5 mil. I'm gonna just preload that correctly. But I did just find that this transmission bolt here is spinning. So it's a nylon lock nut and, you know, a through bolt. So I'm gonna snug that up really quick and make sure that other one's snugged up. Double check the torque on the Guibo, whatever it's called, and the end of the drive shaft here. And then I'm gonna bolt all this back up and call that good, and then load up. So, but can't thank GarageStick enough, dude. Their customer service really is awesome. The dude just sat on the phone with me for 20 minutes just to, you know, ask questions and help me. So big shout out to those guys, love them. So I forgot that I didn't have a battery tied on. I think I mentioned that before. Mine's just not in the mail yet. So got this one from Alex, so I just bolted that in. Now, if I remember right, the one time I went to this track, they were kind of picky about having tape on the positive terminal. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some masking tape on that. Maybe it was just because my car, because it was in a metal battery box I had made. So I'm just gonna put tape on it just so I don't have to deal with it there. And it's always gonna bring tape too, so I'm gonna grab the roll and bring it with me. Right, he just gave me a call, said they're actually leaving a few minutes early. So I just ran out really quick and got the tires and the jack put in. So we're ready to go. And yeah, anxiety all time high, but we managed to fit all 4 spares and a full-size jack, so we should be good. Got a decent amount of tools, all the sizes that I think I'm gonna end up breaking, but yeah, let's hit the road. All right, so we just met up with everybody. We got the trailer with the 2J, what is it, IS300, and then we got another E36 here. There's 2 more trailers and a toy hauler up over there with more cars. So apparently I'm the only person crazy enough to drive the car 2 hours and go rip it. So but yeah, no, everybody's got trailers today, which is good, because if something happens, I have a way to get the car to where I need it to be. So let's get the journey on and go have some fun. I just showed up to the track. We're at the gate now. I don't know exactly what's going on. I don't see really people, but I'd imagine there's some sort of check-in. So I was told we can get a ticket here at the gate. Hopefully that's the case. If not, then it was a long drive for nothing. So we'll find out though. Should be here momentarily that we can get something going on. And then the paddock is back that way. So like I said, I've been here one time before, but car did great on the way down. Really my only complaint is like I didn't use the AC because I just wanted to make sure the car was gonna make it, and it was pretty toasty. I took the tent off, so my arm's a little burnt now from the passenger side. Cruise control would be nice, definitely be nice. And then other than that, yeah, it just needs an alignment because it was pulling a bit. But otherwise, yeah, we're good, we're here. So let's hopefully get checked in, get you know, everything unloaded, get through tech, and hopefully we're copacetic and we can drive. All right, made it through the gate, got our wristband, got our tech checklist, and I'm just pulling up to the boys at the paddock here. So the paddock here is kind of just like open ground, which is cool, but you know, hopefully I don't have to use it all that much. So I'm gonna pull it behind them here, and then we do have to swap the tires out. So yeah, cool. Cage looks so dope going down the road, just the windows down and those fat dimples. Hell yeah. Woo! Spares on deck. All right, thankfully we passed tech, and we even got a pretty cool banner, so we're good to drive.
I am. I'm not. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm okay, but leave me the fuck alone. I'm back for you.
I need to give me one of these bumpers. Mine's trash. Yeah, just something that isn't what I have now. Something that's not broken.
Understandable.
All right.
I'm just running this till it breaks, dude.
So the helmet camera is going to be a little bit weird. I forgot the 90-degree little elbow, so it's going to be vertically mounted. So I'm going to see if I can, you know, orientate the footage differently. But unfortunately, yeah, too busy making sure the car is okay. But I got to swap out tires really quick and then just wait. And then next clip you should see is trying to slide. All right, so first session out of the way, and I don't know, I didn't really do too bad. I mean, I only spun out probably like 12 times, 15 maybe, but we had some good fun. Yeah, I don't know, I have so much to learn, but so much fun. So I don't really know how to figure out the groups here, because I don't think they were anticipating this much people. So they split it into 3 groups, and I am novice. So yeah, I don't know, they have an intercom, but they're not really using it. So I will hopefully use you guys on the next one if somebody rides with me. So yeah, I'm stoked though. I'll put the phone clip here, but I gotta link a couple corners, so I'm so hyped on myself on that. So yeah, can't wait for the next one here in a little bit.
Less power. Less power? Less power. You don't have to like gun it through every one. You gotta work on like the throttle. Work on throttle? Work on throttle.
session 2. I didn't get to record the first one on the GoPro on the helmet because I forgot to turn it on. I was too anxious. Let's see how this one goes. Lessons learned from last time is a little less throttle and let the car do more of the work. E-brake would lock up, but Matt took the button out and that actually worked. Yeah, boy. All right. This e-brake, the whole flicking freaks me out. Like it's a trip. Coming from grip racing to forcing yourself out of control is really a hard mental thing to get over. I need to like take out the ABS relay or something. It's like as soon as it senses you're slipping, it just starts going to the floor and pulsing like nothing. Yeah! Fuck yeah, dude! Oh boy. A little too much. All right, I gotta check the tires. These things are probably close to done by now, I'd imagine. Oh my gosh, dude, I am so stoked. Progress, man. Freaking progress. All right, session 2 went so much better. Getting a little bit of a rub up here, so I'll have to address that later. But yeah, no, session 2 was so much better with the e-brake mod. Oh yeah, I like unbaconed or unrolled my fender, but That's all right. Looks like we're digging into the wheel a little bit, but yeah, I want to just bend that back up really quick actually, because that's kind of chunking it up pretty good back here. So other than that though, we're looking pretty darn solid in the rear still. So, oh my goodness, yeah, so the e-brake mod is working out really well. He took my button out, so now it, you know, functions like a drift e-brake. And I definitely want to get the little, I want to make a little extension handle because I sit kind of far forward. So yeah, I'm kind of hanging up on this a little bit, but man, does it help. It is such a cool feeling being able to just rip the e-brake and initiate. So yeah, hopefully this next session, somebody can get me for some like Instagram clips or something, because I want to see from outside the car. But we'll see. All right, I just finished up what I'm going to call my last session. I mean, it's 9:30, so they're still going for another 2.5-ish, give or take, hours. I'm beat. Again, it's another 2.5 hour drive home for me. Well, maybe a little 2.5. So yeah, I just put the 17s on that I borrowed. I'm gonna go ahead and load up. What's up? And yeah, I'm gonna pack up and head out of here. It was just too much fun. So they got some clips of me back here for their media guys, so I can't wait to see those. But yeah, I don't know. Let's get home. All right, guys, it has been just about a week since the drift day, and car made it home perfectly fine. Definitely needs an alignment, but you know, that was really my only complaint for the whole day. The diff bolt, as far as I know, has held up tremendously well. It's probably bent a little bit, but you know, I do have the bigger one and the tap, so I can drill it out. I'm just gonna wait till this one breaks because I don't feel like dealing with it right now. But yeah, really the only other thing I noticed was that you know, I hate the stock steering wheel. So in the meantime, because the reason it's a week later now and I haven't uploaded this yet is I was waiting on the footage. A couple of the guys that were there said they were going to send me footage of me, and I gave them my number, I texted them twice, and no response. So I really apologize for that. Next time I absolutely will be bringing the correct helmet adapter. But yeah, you know, sometimes things happen, but we got it out of the way. I had a freaking fantastic time, and the car did great. So I actually bought a hub because I already had a spare quick release or a spare steering wheel, a deep dish, because this stock steering wheel kind of crappy, and maybe it's just me being picky, but the wheel's falling apart anyway. But I just, you know, wanted to make the outro. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. I cannot wait for the next one. If you're local in the drift scene, by all means, please hit me up, because I don't want to go to these things alone. Anyways, guys, do what you love, forget about the rest. Go pick up a Velocity Race Up t-shirt. I'm gonna have a Christmas one here soon, and yeah, see you in the next one. Peace out. I would smack the camera, but I don't know, I got a stone in my hand. So, t-shirt.